Hello from San Antonio, this is SIREN Tarot. Welcome back to another pick a card reading. What does he think about when he thinks about you? What does she think about when she thinks about you? This reading is timeless. And for this reading, there are 4 different options. This is option 1. This is option 2. Option 3. Option 4. As always, timestamps will be provided. Don't overthink it. Just think of your person of interest. Take a deep breath and make your selection. If you chose 1, here is your reading. Got this new deck because my son is a big Bleach fan. Starting with 2 of clubs, 2 of wands. Queen of hearts, Queen of cups. 2 of spades, 2 of swords. You could have strong Cancer in your natal chart. I'll call it a possible astro combo once all the cards are down. Another 2. 2 is the number of Cancer in the system that I use, which is detailed in Linda Goodman's star signs. Ace of Swords, the blazing sword of truth. Strength, Leo. La Justicia, justice. 8 of Swords, Ocho de Espadas. 8 is the number of Capricorn. And Caballo de Espadas, the Knight of Swords. Could be an age gap. You could be a few years older. I see you as the Queen of Hearts, Queen of Cups. So one possible astral combo for those who chose 1. You could have Sun in Cancer, Mercury in Leo, Libra rising, Moon in Gemini, one possibility of many. The person you're wondering about, they could have Sun in Aquarius, Leo rising, Moon in Libra. These are just possibilities. When this person thinks about you, they feel very calm, very serene. I'm really not seeing any red flags or weirdness or toxicity to pile 1. I feel like you and this person communicate on a fairly regular basis. I see consistency, I see respect, I see someone who's honest, someone who will always tell you what is up. They'll be real with you. This person's not fake. I'm not seeing a fake connection. I'm not seeing something that is, excuse me, on again, off again. I'm not seeing someone who leaves you on red. I'm not seeing someone who has displayed ambivalence. I feel like this is a connection that you've both worked really hard on for years. I'm seeing mutuality and reciprocity with all these 2s, and to have the 2 signifiers, and to have Ace of Swords in the middle. So it's like I say all the time, people can obviously watch these readings for a variety of reasons. People who are in serious committed relationships can watch these pick a card readings out of curiosity, boredom, purely for entertainment. So if you're wondering about someone you don't have consistent communication with, I would definitely pick another pile. I'm seeing maturity. I'm seeing balance. So I don't feel like this person is in the dark wondering how you feel about them, and vice versa. I feel like you're both really clear on where this is going. I feel like you're both committed. You're both prioritizing this connection. This person feels really good about the connection. I don't see any fear or anxiety or trepidation at all. You could be living together. You could be engaged. You could be married. You and this person may have met online. I'm not really getting dating app vibes, although that's a possibility, but I feel like you met at some kind of forum. Maybe you met on Discord. You could both be into gaming. You could both be into anime. But I feel like there is a defining passion that brought the two of you together. And it was a meeting of the minds. You have a lot of things in common beyond the chemistry is what I'm getting for one. Okay, the astro die. We have the planets and the nodes, the luminaries, the house numbers, the signs. Jupiter in Virgo in the 3rd house. That's the house of Gemini. Yeah, I feel like the communication just flows between the two of you. You're always talking. You could be best friends. Six is Venus, 5 is Mercury, Gemini, Virgo, 11, 2, Cancer. It's a spec. And then 2, Cancer, 7 is Pisces, so 7 and 6. It's 13, that's 4, so Aquarius is the dominant energy. Yeah, I can see you meeting online in a forum perhaps, and you just hit the ground running. Once the two of you started talking, you never really stopped. And I feel like there's something specific that you have in common, like anime. Maybe you're both Bleach fans, something like that. You could have met at a convention, an anime convention. Okay, the letters. Hue. This person's hair could be an unusual color, or yours could be. You could have bright blue, pink, orange hair. I'm seeing Huey. Huey Lewis in the news. Huey Lewis is a Cancer. RN, registered nurse. Gore, the last name. Or maybe you met at a horror convention. Maybe you're both into creepypasta. See. This person could call you hun or honey. If this is a man, if you're wondering about a man, perhaps the man is well endowed, or maybe you are. Oregon. New. hero. We have Roan, Ron, Ronnie, Roan. Ego. Okay. Hero. You could collect comics. We've got Ohio. Reggie, Reginald. We don't have all the letters, obviously, but I'm seeing Laura, Lori, Lauren. Okay, I'll stop there. I hope that helps. I do this full time. I'm always available for private readings. All the info's in every box. Thank you so much for watching. Peace out. Oh, there's Amazon. Amazon Fresh. Gracias. And if you chose to, here is your reading. Bought this bleach deck at Amazon. My son's a big fan. Starting with Ace of Spades, Ace of Swords. Keep the jokers, they amplify the cards that they touch. Nine of Clubs, Nine of Wands. Judgment. Cinco de Oros, Five of Pentacles, Six of Pentacles. Justice, the Emperor, and the Star. This is quite a departure from what I saw in the first pile. This is drastically different. I'm getting this very cold, judgmental, harsh energy. I get the sense that this person's really egotistical, very selfish. I feel like there is a clearly defined power dynamic here. And this person, the person you're wondering about, they definitely have the power. They have the upper hand in this connection. I feel like they leave you on red. They don't respond to your messages right away. I feel like they play games with your mind. Okay. You've probably seen all the red flags with this person. There's this feeling of unease. This is not harmonious. Okay. Unlike what I saw in one, I'm not seeing mutuality. I'm not seeing reciprocity. I'm not seeing the respect. It could be two people from radically different backgrounds, cultures, maybe. There could be a strong sexual attraction, but I don't feel like you have things in common beyond the attraction. You may have met on social media. Distance could be a factor. You could be in different countries, on different continents, perhaps. We begin and end with air. Ace of Swords, the blazing sword of truth. The star, I do associate the star with social media, especially Instagram. Okay. So when you and this person first started talking, they may have love bombed you. They may have just flattered the hell out of you. Oh my God, I love your selfies. I love your pictures. I love your videos. You are so hot. But what is there to talk about beyond how hot you are? I mean, I don't see the substance. I don't see the depth. I don't see the gravitas. I don't see two people who have much in common beyond the attraction. Just going by these cards, usual caveat, I'm reading for a global audience. It's not a personal reading. I would say this person has absolutely nothing to offer you. The Five of Pentacles is being emphasized. And we have the Ace of Swords and we have the Nine of Wands. You may have been waiting for quite some time, maybe a year or longer. You've been hoping that this would progress, this would turn into something, but it's not. This person is stalling rather than just coming right out and saying, look, I'm not interested in getting closer. I'm not interested in being in an exclusive relationship with you. They give you false hope. They give you mixed messages. Again, I see them playing with your mind. I see this person being very manipulative and passive aggressive in their communication. So they probably have a lot of masculine energy in their natal chart. We have all these masculine cards, the most masculine card in the deck, the Emperor, Mars, Aries. They could have Sun and Mercury in Aries, Aquarius, Rising, Moon, and Libra. Perhaps their astral combo is all masculine, air and fire. You could have Sun in Sagittarius, Taurus rising, Moon in Aquarius. These are just possibilities. But when they think about you, they think, I don't want to totally shut this person out of my life. I want to keep this person as an option. Just being blunt, just telling you what I see in these cards. I don't see them really caring about you. I don't see them really investing in this connection. I just see them playing games, and it's absolutely on their terms. It could be one of those things that's very common where they reach out to you, they contact you when they want sexual gratification. Maybe there's been some sexting going on. But just being blunt, just being real, I don't feel like this person thinks of you that often. I don't feel like you're a priority. Okay, the Astro die. Mars and Sagittarius in the 5th house. It's the house of Leo. This person has a strong libido. I'm getting strong player vibes for this person. They like having options. Six is Venus. They definitely find you attractive. 4, Aquarius, 10, 1, Leo, 2, Cancer, 6, another Venus. So 6 and 6, 12. 3 is the dominant number, making Sagittarius the dominant energy. This person wants to be free. This person does not want to be tied down. They don't want to be in a serious committed relationship. Perhaps when you started talking, they were going through a divorce. They may have been married for quite some time, and they don't want to jump into something serious again. They want to have fun. So they're wild oats. Maybe they got married when they were in their early 20s. They got married because of a pregnancy, something like that. And they don't want to be tied down. They want to have fun. Okay, the letters. Age, could be an age gap. Sage, and I'm seeing Sagittarius. They could really be into the video games. I'm seeing Anne, Annie, Angus. Oh, we've got Angie. Yeah. And Angus. AC/DC. Maybe they went to AA meetings at some point, Alcoholics Anonymous. They could be an alcoholic in recovery, perhaps. Gus. They could collect guns. Rex. Axe body wash. You smell this person coming from a mile away. They wear a lot of body wash, or you don't wear a lot of body wash. They use a lot of body wash. They wear a lot of deodorant or body spray maybe. Okay. USA. San Antonio. I'm seeing Russ. I'm seeing Russia. We're just missing one S for Russia. Okay, I'll stop there. Yeah, that's what I see for 2. I hope that helps. I do this full time. I am always available for private readings. All the info is in every box. I started a new ASMR channel. I just uploaded a static video to 2 Cups Too Many Tarot. And I have 13 subscribers last time I checked at the new ASMR channel, Cool Chick ASMR. Check it out if you're so inclined. Thanks for watching. Peace out. If you chose 3, 6 of Diamonds, 6 of Pentacles, here is your reading. I just bought this new bleach deck because my son's a big bleach fan. He's been Ichigo for at least 2 Halloweens, but Ichigo is not on any of the cards, just on the back. Anyway, we have Queen of Clubs, Queen of Wands, 8 of Clubs, 8 of Wands. Two of Cups, 5 of Wands, 7 of Wands. This person thinks you're dangerous. There's some fear of rejection. The Chariot, 4 of Pentacles, 7 of Swords. Could be third party. They feel like they have their work cut out for them when it comes to this connection. They feel threatened in some way. They feel like they have competition. So you could get a lot of attention on social media. You could be an influencer. You have a really robust Instagram, TikTok. You have a YouTube channel. They see you getting attention, and there is some jealousy here. There is jealousy and there is strong lust. I feel like this person's probably currently in love with you, but this kind of looks toxic. Ending with the 7 of Swords, and that being next to the 4 of Pentacles and 5 of Wands in the middle. I see trouble in Taco Town. I feel like this is a very intense sexual connection. A lot of limerence, a lot of karma. They are very into your physicality. They are absolutely in love with your looks. Does it go deeper than that? I don't know. It could. That's pretty strong to have 2 of Cups in the first row, especially under 6 of Pentacles. But I see all these problems. I see all these red flags. I feel like you're the Queen of Wands. You're sexy. You're charismatic. You get a lot of attention. I do feel like this person thinks about you a lot. I can see them having fantasies, dreams. I can see them daydreaming about you when they're at work. I can see them obsessively scrolling through your Instagram, something like that. They're just looking at your pictures, they're watching your videos, and they're just constantly thinking of you. They think about how attractive you are. They think about how much they want you. They think about how they could really lose a lot when it comes to this connection. I feel like you have a lot of power over this person. And it looks like they're scared of losing you. So this person could have Sun in Taurus, Cancer rising, Moon in Leo, just one possibility. You could have Sun in Gemini, Leo rising, Moon in Sagittarius. And they could have some kind of secret, and they're scared that when you find this thing out about them, you're not going to want to deal with them. You're going to reject them. There's a strong fear of rejection for 3. I haven't done this for the other piles, but I'm just curious. I'm going to do a 3-card energetic summation. Please provide a 3-card energetic summation for pile 3. That flipped out. Jack of Spades, Knight of Swords. They're keeping something from you. They're not being transparent. It could be they've caught feelings and they're not communicating that because they're scared of rejection. Maybe they're scared that you'll friend zone them. The blazing sword of truth. Yeah, this person is struggling with the truth. Their throat chakra is blocked. They're scared of rejection. 5 of Hearts, 5 of Cups. It could be in their last relationship, they were badly burned. They were betrayed. They were cheated on. And they're still carrying that baggage. And there is this intense fear of rejection. That's what's really coming through for 3. You have tremendous power over this person. Okay, the Astro die. Okay, Pluto and Pisces in the 8th house. That's the house of Scorpio. Yeah, this person's intense. They could come from trauma. Maybe they didn't have the greatest start in life. Their first 7 years were marked by trauma, abandonment, neglect. And they carry that into their adult relationships. They've not ever really done the work on themselves. They've maybe resisted therapy. And they're just carrying all this stuff around. They have this dense pain body. I'm getting someone who's really intense and melancholy. They could be struggling with depression or any number of things. And I feel like they're in the dark. They don't have self-awareness. They're not exactly conscious. They could have a lot of stuff in the 12th house, the darkest house, the house of Pisces. When they fall hard and deep. When they fall in love, it's very intense for this person. Three is Sagittarius, 5 is Mercury, Gemini, Virgo, 8 is Capricorn, another 5, 10 is 1, Leo, so 1 and 3, 4. Okay, so Aquarius is the dominant energy. I feel like this person was abandoned by a parent when they were 3 or 4 years old. I never get that specific. But when a message comes through, I just roll with it. So that's what I'm getting. Usual caveat, I'm reading for a global audience. It's not a personal reading. Okay, the letters. We don't have a you, but I see this person being glum. I see them being melancholy. Glam. You could be really glamorous. Maybe you have a makeup tutorial channel, a get ready with me channel, something like that. You always look put together and polished. You could have an OnlyFans, or again, just a really strong following on some kind of social media. This person feels like they are lame in some way. They don't have the greatest self-esteem. I'm seeing names that I'm not familiar with, foreign names. Names that are not common in Texas or the States. Gamil. Is that an angel name? Gamil, I don't know. Asriel. This person could talk to angels. They could do angel magic, Kabbalah. Israel. Okay. Ray. Rex. Lexi. Alexis. Alexa. Max. Maxie. Maxine. American Express. Perhaps this person is a brooding billionaire or millionaire. They're alone with all their money. No one to spend it on. Yeah, we have AI, algae. Perhaps this person is a marine biologist. Seeing Mexico. Don't have all the letters, but yeah, Mexico. Mahia. Anna Nicole Smith, Sagittarius. She was from Mahia, Texas. Gail. You could both be males. Liam. Man, I'm getting all kinds of names for 3. This is a very energetic spread. There's a lot going on here. Did I say Amelia? It's pretty rare. Yeah, we have Sam. Yeah, you and this person could be the same sex. Same sex. I'll stop there. Yeah, that's what I see for 3. I hope that helps. I do this full time. I am always available for private readings. All the info's in every box. Thank you so much for watching. Peace out. If you chose 4, here's your reading. Jack of Hearts, Knight of Cups. Bought this Bleach deck on a whim at Amazon because my son is a big Bleach fan. He's been Ichigo for at least 2 different Halloweens. He's gone to that anime convention numerous times downtown San Antonio. Okay. What do they think about when they think about you? 10 of Hearts, 10 of Cups, 5 of Diamonds, 5 of Pentacles. Six of Pentacles, 5 of Pentacles. Again, that's striking. Judgment. Nine of Swords, Six of Cups, Eight of Wands. Okay, there's a lot of pain here, a lot of pain, a lot of fear, similar to what I saw in 3. Maybe watch 3 for the whole picture. This person has been rejected a lot. And they feel like you're going to reject them eventually. They lack confidence. They could be grappling with serious mental illness. They could be grappling with major depression, anxiety, CPTSD, any number of things. They're not feeling balanced. And there's a lot of fear of losing you, fear of rejection. When they think about you, they go to a dark place. They're very cynical when it comes to love. Yes, we have these beautiful cards, the 10 of Hearts, 10 of Cups, 6 of Cups. But they're sandwiching the 5 of Pentacles, and that is so significant, that's so stark to have the 5 of Pentacles twice and to have the 9 of Swords. This person's not well. They could have a really messed up idea on what a romantic sexual relationship is supposed to look like. I don't know. They could have some kind of addiction. They could have a porn addiction, sex addiction. And it's very hard for this person to just be in a quote-unquote normal or vanilla relationship, a stable relationship. They don't know how to act. I don't know. I feel like they have a very colorful history. There's something here that's just really off with this person. I don't know. They're struggling with something. I don't want to get too deep into it, but at some point you may have had to file a restraining order against this person. I just see this very dark, obsessive energy. I'm not comfortable going too deep into it. But I'm seeing someone who is imbalanced and someone who doesn't know how to show up and be themselves in a relationship. There's a lack of self-awareness. There's a lack of balance. There's a lack of authenticity. This could be someone who's in the closet. They're struggling with their sexual identity. I'm going to do the same thing for pile 4 that I did for 3. I don't usually do this, but I'm going to get 3 clarifying cards. I'm going to get an energetic summation. What is going on here? Pile 4, a 3-card energetic summation. What is going on with this person? Four of Spades, 4 of Swords, 5 of Hearts, 5 of Cups, Ace of Spades, Ace of Swords. It could be they've lost someone recently and they're still grieving. They're still in mourning. For some, it could be that they've always been stoic and independent. They don't know how to voice their needs in a relationship. They don't know how to reach out and ask someone for help or support. They're in isolation. They're struggling alone. They don't want to be a burden. They don't want to cry to you or to anyone. They could be someone who, similar to what I saw in 3, they've never been in therapy. They need therapy, but they've never been proactive with their mental health. So I don't feel like this is just about you. I feel like this person is struggling in general. But when they think about you, they're not thinking warm, fuzzy, optimistic thoughts. They're not thinking that the two of you are going to have this amazing life together. There's a lot of doubt and fear and anxiety. Similar to 3, perhaps they were in a relationship and they just really got raked over the coals. They were badly hurt, betrayed, someone cheated on them, and they're carrying all this baggage. And I see someone who's probably in isolation, who needs help. They could have a lot of stuff in the 12th house, the darkest house, Pisces. They could have something like Sun in Scorpio, Sun and Moon in Scorpio, Sagittarius rising, which would put their Sun and Moon in the 12th house. And you could have Sun in Pisces, Cancer rising, Moon in Aries. It's almost like this person has turned you into a parent. They've turned you into a mother. They feel this very strong connection to you. They feel like you could fix things, but they're not going to ask you to fix things. They're attracted to you partly because you're so kind, you're so compassionate, you have this maternal Cancerian energy. But they're scared of getting too close. They are scared of rejection, and they don't want to ask you for too much. They want to be very careful with their boundaries. And that contradicts what I said about you having to file a restraining order. Just take what resonates. I'm just throwing out what I get looking at these cards. Maybe you told this person at some point they were making you uncomfortable, and then they backed off after you told them that. I don't feel like this person has a clear sense of boundaries. This is a lesson they have to learn. It's very messy. Usually I can describe the cards pretty quickly in a concise way with no problems, but there is so much to unpack for 4. It simply does not look healthy or balanced. I feel like this person is really struggling. And again, it's not just about you and this connection. They're just struggling in general. This person really needs compassion. It's a lot. Okay, we have Jupiter in Scorpio in the 8th house. That is the house of Scorpio. Four is Aquarius, 3 is Sagittarius, 7 is Pisces, another 3, so 6, Venus, 6 and 4. That's 10, that's 1, that's Leo. I don't feel like this person has a good, healthy sun with a lot of aspects. Their sun could be submerged in some way. Again, sun in the 12th house. So they lack self-awareness, they lack consciousness, they're in the dark, and they're really struggling. And that's beyond your scope or your capacity. I would say this person needs professional help. I'll just leave it at that. Keep getting wrecks. This person may feel like someone hexed them or cursed them. They just feel like they constantly have terrible luck. Ray. And this is pretty random, weird, specific, but they could have trouble with their ears. Deaf or partially deaf. They could wear a hearing aid. I'm not getting Aries vibes at all for this person. They could have a lot of suppressed rage. Graham Parsons, the musician. He was a Scorpio. Rhode Island. No, it's R.I., but I'm seeing Rhode Island. Sam. And I'm seeing the same thing that I saw for 3. I'm seeing same sex. You could be the same sex. 2 males, 2 females. Mesa, Arizona. We have Sarah. This person does not like to argue. They do not like conflict. Rather than get into a conflict or an argument with someone, they'll just retreat. Okay. Maybe they went to art school. I could see this person drawing, painting. Risa. Sherry, Sharon. Okay, I'll stop there. That's what I see for 4, and that does conclude this pick a card reading. Thank you all so much for watching, liking, commenting, subscribing, sharing, hyping. Sending you all massive love and light from San Antonio.